up, Saints fans? With the upcoming draft coming along, who should the Saints take? Let's find out. Welcome back to another Who Dat Center. Let's get it. Who dat on me, who dat on three? What's up, Saints fans? I hope everybody having a wonderful day. Before we get this video started, like and subscribe, and let's get to it. With the upcoming NFL draft, the New Orleans Saints is looking at a wide receiver. In the upcoming ESPN announcers, they're claiming the Saints will be taking Kenny Pickett. Them lies. Y'all better stop lying to Saints fans. We ain't taking no freaking quarterback. Are you crazy? We just signed Jameis to a 2-year contract, and you telling me we taking a quarterback? It's all about wide receivers, bruh. It's time to rebuild this offense from the ground up. The New Orleans Saints are missing too many pieces on offense just to say we're going to get a quarterback who's just finna sit behind Jameis for 2 years. That's not finna happen. We about to reload on this offense and get this offense popping. And with that being said, the wide receivers the Saints should be looking at round 1 will be Chris Olave and Jameson Williams. One of them needs to be on the Saints. There's no and what's about it. One of them needs to be on the Saints. Jameson Williams brings a deep threat aspect to the New Orleans Saints with his high speed. However, he's also not a good blocker, and he has a hard time beating the press. And when you get into the NFL, you will be playing a lot of man coverage instead of zone coverage. A lot of man will happen, and if you can't beat those presses, that's going to be a problem. Now, I do hope when he transfers to the NFL, he will get his weight up. Right now, Jameson Williams is 6'1". He's not even over 200 pounds yet. He's a small body. He's a small body to them cornerbacks. They could easily press him down. He needs to build up his strength. He's skinny as a toothpick too. So currently right now what we're looking at is when he gets to the league, he's going to have to build some muscle up. He's going to have to sacrifice a little bit of that speed. If he wants to be effective in the NFL. However, the Saints can still use him. This Saints offense is still capable of doing it. We have a physical catcher in Michael Thomas who can already work the downside of the field. We're going to need someone who can get over the top and work the midfield while Michael Thomas doing his thing on the short side of the field. So I think Jameson Williams will add a huge aspect in that. Now, Chris Olave, the reason why I mentioned Chris Olave is because I don't see Chris Olave getting out the top 15. Chris Olave is a really good talent and amazing at least. He could beat the press. He could go over the top. He could do it all, man. My only problem with Chris Olave is that he has his get-off speed is not that well, too. It takes a time for him to ramp up his speed when he get off the line of scrimmage, and that's a bad thing once you get in the NFL. And I don't want to see that once he gets to the Saints. But that is something that can be fixed once he gets to the NFL. Don't get me wrong. However, I don't have Chris Olave coming out the top 15. Him and Garrett Wilson will be picked up first out this wide receiver class. People forget this is a deep wide receiver class, one of the deepest I've seen in a minute. This class has a lot of good talent. If you're a team looking for a wide receiver, this is the perfect draft for you. This team has a lot of talent in it. This draft has a lot of talent in it for wideouts. Now, considering Chris Olave and Jameson Williams, I will take Chris Olave if he lands 18. I will take Chris Olave. However, if he don't, we will be taking Jameson Williams. One of the two needs to happen. There's no changing it. If we don't take a wide receiver, we will be starting off this drive bad. I understand that we're missing a tackle, but besides O'Neal, Cross, Penning, this like in the second round, you could probably find a stud. That's why I'm going off the Saints draft history. We always been good at drafting linemen. And if we're that good at drafting linemen, we shouldn't have to take one in the first round. We should take one in the second round and keep it pushing because I want one of those wide receivers. I really do. I really want one of those wide receivers. They will be very effective in the Saints offense. Jameson Williams also fits Jameis Winston's play style. Jameis Winston is a deep ball thrower, and he has a cannon for an arm. If you add Jameson Williams' speed with Winston's arms, that's for a deadly combo. Chris Olave too. If you add that, it's a deadly combo. So either one, I'm happy with. Nah, let's move on. If the Saints do end up taking the tackle, I do expect us to move up in the second round. I do expect us to move up in the second round if they're taking the tackle in first. Because I understand Teron Armstead is gone and you want to protect Jameis. The Saints are not making no moves in free agency showing that we're getting another tackle. They're obviously drafting the tackle. They're not even talking to no tackles. They're talking to wide receivers. And from what I'm seeing is they're not offering high money for them. It looks like they're trying to have a young wide receiving core again. And if they're trying to do that, don't be surprised if the Saints take 2 wide receivers in this upcoming draft. But that's all I have to say, Saints fan. Stay frosty. This was your host with the most. I'm out.